Hello. There we go. Cool. Alrighty. So we are going to get started very, very soon. Just having a little bit of issues with my mic. It is slowly dying, or more aptly, my USB ports are dying, but it'll be good. It'll be good. So just gonna wait a little bit, but we're definitely gonna start more on time than last week because last week I did not have my ducks in a row, and I was like, I don't have everything ready. So we're definitely gonna start more on time than last week, so that'll be good. So just gonna check to see that things are online and all ready. Hey there! Hi Kashi, hi Saru. How are you guys doing? Oh man, so so I sometimes pull up the Twitch chat on my phone to keep track of it a little bit better than like continuing just pulling it up on my computer. And a lot of times I have to wait for an ad, and I'm just like waiting, waiting, waiting. Oh, that's good! Yay! I know we talked earlier, but still, in the past 2 hours or so. Alrighty, so just alright, everything looking good. Awesome. Okay. Cool. So we're really just going just gonna wait just a tad bit if anyone else wants to show up. And the main thing that we are going to be doing is that we're gonna pick up where we left off last week. And because I have been working on, I swear I haven't been slacking off. I have been working on some other clips and stuff like that throughout this scene. For example, this one I'm almost done with, so at least with the line art and stuff like that. I mainly just have in betweens in that one to go. And so, but we're gonna actually go back to the one that I started last week because I thought it would be kind of cool to like just see the process and stuff like that from start to finish. So that's why I usually kind of have clips that I work on just for the stream and stuff like that, and then I work on other ones just, well, throughout the week and stuff like that, and in my own time. So we're going to start very soon. Oh, I did want to drop in the chat. I talked about a few animations that were really, really cool, and I want to drop those in the chat real fast. So here was the Tales of Zale. Dropping that in. And then here was the animation demo that I thought was really cool. So I'm going to drop both of those there in the chat. So if you guys have time or whatever, like go check them out. Like the first one is part of a series that's really, really cool called Tales of Zale. And it's extremely well done, beautiful music, like beautiful animation, wonderful, wonderful backgrounds. I really, really like the backgrounds in it a ton. And it's I think there's 2 episodes out right now, I believe. And she just has wonderful animation. Second one is from another person on YouTube that does, I'm pretty sure she's the one who did this really cool animation to a song. I wish I knew the title of the song, but if you check out your channel, you'll probably find it. But she does really cool I don't know, just very, very fluid, very stylized animation. I really, really do like it a lot. So yeah, if you guys have time, go check those out, and I think they're super, super cool. So yeah, I think we are going to get started now. And I do have sketch requests from the last week, which I think they probably I think they work the best at the end, so I'm definitely going to do that at the end. And I did want to bring up one thing is that sometimes I try to gesture with my mouse and then I forget that like I have it set so that you can't see my mouse. So I don't know, would you guys like me to turn on the mouse? I mean, I just didn't want it to be like distracting or whatever, but I also wanted to make it a bit easier to maybe like gesture or like point out things without having to just like draw arrows. I mean, I can draw arrows all day, but I just wanted to know your guys' thoughts on it. So because I'm fine either way, just whatever makes it the most clear when we're doing streams and stuff. So alrighty. So I'm gonna go ahead and play what we have so far. So here's the gate scene. So here's the fancy dancy gate that's right here, and I'm gonna see if I can get to the animation of that today, because that would be super fun. I'm really excited to do it. But right now we just have Chris's animation. Chris is right there. and he's currently partially behind a wall. We haven't totally decided yet, but that'll be background time. And he's going to be walking forward while the gate is open, or walking to the viewer to the right, to his left. So yeah, that's what we've got so far, and I'll play it one more time. Because here's where the gates are opening, and then he's looking out, and then he walks over. And I personally really like this animation a lot. Like, I don't know. I really like drawing kind of like just kind of small figures like that, because then I feel like you pay attention, or at least I pay attention to the silhouette and the form a lot more than if it's like a character that's maybe this big or something. I mean, yeah, there's still a form, but it's not a very defined silhouette, I guess. I don't know. Just ringing a thought of mine. Will do. I like the mouse personally, not mice. Okay, so to have a mouse, like a mouse visible then? Mouse visible or mouse unvisible? Unvisible? Invisible. I can speak. So, yeah, I just want to clarify, because I can go ahead and turn it on then. But you don't like mice? I like mice. I used to have a mouse a long time ago. It was a field mouse, so that probably wasn't a good idea, but, you know. Alright, so we got the sketch, and probably what I'm gonna do now is clean up this sketch. So, let's see, actually, I need to lower this one just a tad bit, so that it lines up with the feet in the next shot. So there we go. There's the feet. There. Okay. So as I'm going through this, I'm kind of just trying to find any glaring mistakes, because I mean, a lot of this I'll clean up when I'm doing the line art and stuff like that, but I just want to get any glaring mistakes here. For example, I don't really like the transition of the legs between here and here, so let's see, I'm gonna change this into, in your opinion, invisible. Just have to make the, yeah, you couldn't resist making the terrible joke, huh? That is okay. That is perfectly fine. I mean, my family kind of knows me for making really, really bad jokes, like, a lot of the time, so I can't really talk. I think it was like yesterday or something. Yeah, it was it snowed recently here, and my family, and so when we were out driving and stuff like that, I was making all of these like snow puns and stuff like that, and cold puns, and I think my brother was ready to deck me, and I was just like, I don't care, this is fun. But so yeah, it's super cold here. I'm currently wearing 2 sweaters and a heated blanket. And I was wearing a hood earlier, but I'm wearing headphones, so I can't really do that at the moment. Alright, so those legs are a bit better. Alright, cool. But yeah, and now of course, because my city and state are just like that, the snow is almost completely gone, but it's still really cold. So yeah, I don't know, what's the weather like where you guys are living? I mean, because it's starting to get, I mean, it's officially winter now and stuff, but have you guys gotten any snow or anything like that? I don't know. I personally like snow. I don't like the cold though, so I think snow's pretty bad. Laughing. What's up? LMFAO. Yep. There we go. Okay. So now I'm thinking I'm actually just going to go ahead and do the line art, because I feel pretty comfortable with how the keys are looking right now. Sometimes I'll go through it one more time, but I'm actually feeling pretty good with these. So, cold and no, so I know it stinks. I don't think that's a laughing matter. It stinks. Because it's just like, okay, the thing I like about snow is that it actually gives a reason for it to be cold. When it doesn't, it's just kind of like, why is it cold? It's just cold because it's cold. So, yeah. But that's okay. I don't know. I'm personally not a huge fan of cold weather. Just, yeah, in general. I used to love it as a kid, but not really anymore. So, here we go. I've actually come to really, really enjoy drawing Chris's hair, like, a ton. I don't know if it's just because, like, I don't know. Like, I've drawn it so many times, and so now I just have to love it because I've drawn it so many times, or what, but I don't know. I just really like it now. I think because, yeah, I've almost gotten to the point where I can draw it in my sleep, which is a good thing because I've drawn it a lot. I haven't quite gotten to that point, though, with some other characters. I need to find a good way, and a good way to draw them that I like. Let's see. I was actually looking into some. I think I talked maybe 2 weeks ago or something about how I was looking into some tablets, like the Cintiq tablets and stuff like that, where you can see what you're working on directly on it, so they have a screen. And I think I maybe found one for a pretty good price, so I'm gonna see if I can maybe save up for it. I mean, cause okay, this tablet is delightful. It really has served me well. However, I was doing some traditional animation pretty recently, just with like, tracing paper and stuff like that, and it was so relaxing. Like, I could just put the lines exactly where I wanted them, and after that, I was like, yeah, I really need one of those tablets. Maybe not need, but I would really like one of them. So, but obviously, bills and food and stuff like that have to come first, which is fine. But I'm definitely kind of saving up a fund for it. Because I think that that would be really, really cool. And I think that it would make the process go a lot faster. I know I would be a lot happier with the line art too. Because I've described it to some of my friends and my family when I'm animating on the computer with like a tablet that is disconnected from the monitor. Yeah, money is definitely a thing. Yeah, it's $350 though, which is really not that bad at all, considering that a lot of Cintiq tablets will go at like in the thousands and stuff. So that's really quite good. I mean, yeah. It's still a lot, so I mean, it's not definitely not going to be like a what am I trying to say? A thing that I'm gonna do like soon or anything. I'm gonna be saving up a bunch, but I don't know. I'm doing a few more music jobs and stuff like that. With the holidays. That's a great face, Chris. Over the holidays and stuff, so that's definitely been helping a lot. So let's see, where's the next frame? There's the next frame. No, that's not what I wanted. That's what I wanted. Okay, cool. But yeah, no, I thought that was a pretty dang good price. But anywho, I was doing some traditional animation the other day with that, and I was like, oh, wow, I apologize. I'm getting off track. Anywho, no, I was talking to my family how sometimes with drawing with a disconnected tablet like that, it's almost kind of like shooting darts, and one of them is going to hit eventually. And I don't know, maybe I'm just not that great with like tablets like this, but I have been using it for at least a decade, probably. I don't know, at least 6 years. But who knows? I don't know. It's just very difficult, and especially to get the line quality that I want. So, but I think I will do more traditional animation, like traditional with paper, pencil, all that good stuff. Because yeah, it was a lot of fun. And I'm actually cleaning up one that I did the other day, where I scanned it in and am cleaning it up and doing the line art and stuff like that. And yeah, it's been really fun, and I'm really quite happy with it. So let's see, gonna make this just a little bit lighter so I can see. Let's see, I believe he moved. Wow, I can't tell anything from that sketch. Things passed me. What are the arms even doing? You see, this would have been a good time to fix this. So let's see. There's the arm. So the arm's going probably like right there. The bag's going right here. Oh yeah, because I think this is what I was talking about like contrary motion or whatnot. So arm goes right there. There's the neck. There's that. Okay. So, but, I mean, I would say that the main reason that I don't do a whole lot of traditional is unfortunately just time. Because it... Not so much drawing it, because that it actually goes way faster doing it that way. But as far as, like, scanning it in and stuff like that, I would definitely need, a better scanner. Because I have a really old... I mean, it's a good scanner, but it's not that great, and a lot of times it's blurry on one side for some inexplicable reason that I've yet to figure out. But yeah, it's a good scanner, it's just not something that I would like to use a whole bunch. Let's see. There we go, there's a head, there's a hair. And as far as, because I've had a few people ask me about, like, release dates and stuff like that for the series, and I'm tentatively saying spring, because I really think that it's definitely possible, like, maybe late spring or something like that, like, April, but yeah, I think it's definitely possible, and I'm getting pretty excited. We have actually almost voiced the entire episode. We are on the last scenes, actually, which is really, really pretty cool. Because the whole rest of it has been voiced, and that, I think, is really awesome. Because, like, during the summer, we didn't even have voices, and so now it's almost completely voiced. So, yeah, I think that's really cool. And that's not correct. There we go. Gonna make those a little bit bigger. Getting closer. Oh, to the release? Is that what you mean? Then, if it is what you mean, then yes it is, and I'm super, super excited. I mean, there will be a lot of post-production work that's going to be going on during, after all the animation is finished, but yeah, because I have plans to finish this scene actually before Thanksgiving, and I think I'm actually pretty good on schedule to finish it, so I'm pretty excited. And then I can move on to the next scene, which has a lot of action in it, and I'm really, really excited. It has a lot of running, some tripping, some climbing of fences. It's gonna be great. So I'm really excited for that one. And then, yeah, and then on next scene we'll actually have a lot of background characters in it. It's where I used a lot of the extras. For those of you guys that were like didn't see the casting call or whatever that I did for this series, everyone who auditioned but didn't get a role got the role of an extra. And so, oh yep, awesome, that was what you're talking about. Okay, cool. But yeah, it is getting really close. So. But yeah, everyone who auditioned but didn't get a role got the role of an extra, and so they have been helping me out. That head is not right. Hold on. It's really super tall for some reason. Let me try to fix that. They got the role of an extra so that they could still kind of be part of the series and help out if they wanted to. And so I've been... And a lot of really talented people, like everyone really that I've worked with on this project has been super, super talented and really, really great. And yeah, no, there have been a lot of really, really good takes that I've gotten from the extras, and which I really appreciated, because like I don't know, there are some people that would kind of see an extra role as like, it's just an extra. Like, I mean, they do a good job, but like they wouldn't maybe, I don't know, go above and beyond, but like a lot of them have, and I really, really appreciate that. I've been super impressed with them too. So I know there will definitely be future casting calls for the series as far as part 2 when we get there. That hair's still not right. 2 seconds. As far as part 2 for the series, so I don't know. I'm just excited for the future of the series, because yeah, I've just worked with so many really cool people so far, so I'm excited to see where it goes. So let's see. That's better. I still don't really like the bag that much, so I'm gonna fix that. So, I mean, I know that as far as like working on this series, I've definitely learned a heck of a lot about animation, like what absolutely doesn't work and what really, really works, and I think I've improved a bunch too. So, I feel like though, when I'm eventually. I don't know, watching the episode myself. I mean, most of me watching the episode will probably just be in post production, doing sound effects and music and stuff. Well, that's a really cool project. Well, thank you. Yeah, no, I think it is too. It's yeah, as I've said probably many times, it's a story that's very near and dear to my heart. So I'm very excited to see it actually like coming to fruition and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I think that I've learned a whole bunch and stuff like that. And actually, this series has really been one of the first times I've done lip sync seriously. I mean, I've done a few like tests or just for fun, but yeah, no, this was definitely the first time that I've actually done it really seriously, and it's been a lot of fun. So I am really excited to continue working on it and just like get to work with people more because that's almost that's like the most fun part for me at least. So let's see if any ducks his head down just a bit like that. Like that. Oh, and I don't know if anyone would be interested, but I actually have been working on a side project, which I promise has not been like causing delays in this one at all. Like it's more just something that I work on to relax with or to take a small break from animation when I kind of need it. But it's a webcomic that actually does take place in the same universe as Amongst Other Things, so it is connected. Very vaguely, but it is connected. They take place in the same universe, and I'm almost ready to actually start uploading it. So I'm really super excited for that. It's going to be on a website called Webtoons. I don't know if anyone's heard of that or not, but it's got a lot of really, really great comics. Space Boy is one of my favorites, by Stephen McCraney. What else? Super Secret is really good. I've been reading a bunch of Always Human and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm a little bit addicted. I don't know. I can't talk today apparently. I'm a little bit addicted to webcomics. I'm reading like a dozen probably right now, so that's fun. But I really like them, so I decided to start my own, and it's been a very honestly kind of therapeutic project for me. Because for some of you guys that probably don't know, I'm actually taking a year off from school at the moment due to financial reasons mainly, and just to kind of get my feet back underneath me and stuff. Because last semester kind of kicked my butt a bit. So, I mean, I survived, obviously, but I definitely need a bit of time to recuperate before my last year. Because I'm technically a senior right now. So, but but I am taking a year off at the moment. And I decided to start a comic because honestly, it sucks not being in school, at least for me, because I really do enjoy it. I know that school isn't for everyone. I'm not saying that it should be, but like, for me, I really do miss it. I miss the people there and stuff like that. I still stay in contact with them, but it's definitely not the same. So I decided to start a comic that is about two characters that are kind of either going to school for the first time or going back to school after having to take a break for reasons that are spoiler related. Amongst other projects, yeah. Exactly. Oh man, I have so many projects that are on the back burner at the moment. Like, it's kind of crazy. I know most of the things that I'm going to be doing either in between Amongst Other Things, or after, or whatnot. So, but yeah, about two characters that named Pen and Book, which will be explained why their names are Pen and Book. um, it's not their real names. Well, technically, kind of, sort of. You'll just have to read it. About Pen and Book, and yeah, just kind of and they become roommates and stuff like that, and just kind of how they deal with just their unique situations and stuff like that. And yeah, like I said, it's been super therapeutic for me as far as kind of getting through this year, as well as Amongst Other Things. Like, this has definitely kept me from not just sitting on my tail and doing work and whatever, or just, yeah. So, actually getting me to do creative stuff. But, yeah. So, I mean, as far as just thinking for the future and stuff, like, I'm definitely going to finish Amongst Other Things. I don't know, honestly, how like going back to school and stuff like that is going to affect the schedule, but I'll definitely manage that, and that's in the future, obviously. So I'm not too worried about it right now, but we'll see when we get there. So I definitely handled a lot of projects while I was in school, even if it drove me slightly nuts, but I still did it. So I know that I'll be able to do it when I go back. So here we go. Chris, why does your head, like, get bigger, like, every single frame? That is one of my problems, honestly, as an artist. Like, I just draw either really big or really tall heads. And this has been a thing for, like, ages. Like, I think I posted some old art on Twitter at one point. And that's not right. There we go. And yeah, lots and lots of big heads. Because, I don't know, reasons, I guess. So, but that's okay. Sometimes when I show my brother some of my art, he's just like, why are the heads so tall or so big or whatever? And I'm like, I don't know. It's something I need to fix. So, here we go. That's a little bit better. Cool. I'm gonna change that leg just a little bit. So, it is like that. Just to change it just a tad. Yeah, that's much better. I don't really like that pant leg. That pant leg is weird. So there we go. Oh, that's right. I wanted to show this during the stream that was closer to Halloween, but I did find an old animation that was actually like of this series, like from 2013, I want to say. 2013, 2012, or something like that. But I'll see if I can maybe pull it up at the end of today, because I just thought it was great how it's actually Halloween themed and stuff like that, and it was amongst other things. But it's definitely an old animation, so I wouldn't say it's great, but I mean, it kind of shows like where the series started and stuff like that. So pretty sure that's the same frame. There we go. Okay. That's the next frame I wanted. Why is your head so big or tall? Pretty much. No, seriously, I used to draw, like, heads, like, okay, and I still do. Like, I say used to, but, like, major peanut heads like that or whatever. Like, hi, guys. Ah, I'm a peanut head. I don't know. And so a lot of times, if you look at my sketches in my sketchbook, like, they start out like that or something, and then they go to that, and I figure out, oh wow, heads aren't, that tall, so they go like that, and then they get more rounder, like the more round, I don't know, grammar. The more I go through them and stuff like that and revise. So, yep. There we go. So, I don't know, maybe that's why I'm more of a cartoonist, because, okay, you do have to have a basis in anatomy and stuff like that to draw cartoons as well. I'm not saying that you don't, but you can definitely take a lot more liberties with stuff, which I do enjoy. So, I've enjoyed that with almost everything. So, yep. But, I don't know. I mean, even like in music and stuff like that, I really enjoy, I play the flute, and a lot of people, I mean, I don't know, it seems to be kind of like a stereotype that like people think of the flute and they think, oh, like, really like trills and stuff like that, and really fast passages and very chirpy and bright and stuff like that, and that's cool too. But I also really like kind of like going not really against the flute's nature, but just different things, like playing high notes soft or playing low notes loud, which is kind of contradictory to the stereotype. But my heads are circles or attempts at circles. Circles are honestly hard, and like usually when I'm doodling and stuff, when I'm doodling, they're pretty much circles. Yeah, like that, or kind of ovals, like that. Ooh, maybe at the end I'll actually draw the two main characters from the comic, because I'm really excited. They become, well, just like this series and stuff like that, they become very, very dear to me. So I'm really excited. Oh, I don't know why I drew a smile on his face. I guess I was just happy talking about Pen and Bug, and so I just drew a smile. Even though he's probably talking at that point and probably not smiling. I mean, I'm just guessing, but he's probably not smiling. So, there we go. There's your hair. More hair. Let's see. Actually, quite a few characters in the series, I probably soon I'll post another, like, process thing of, like, here's the evolution of this character or whatever, and just kind of how they grew and changed over the years and stuff. So I'll probably do that pretty soon, but I would say, like, as far as, like, Chris, he didn't change that much, but, there's a few characters that changed completely, or they just became completely different characters, so I think that those might be the pretty interesting to show. For example, Tethys was actually, well, Tethys and Olivia used to be the same character, actually. Those two are both bodyguards in the story, and they both have some relation to Juan, who's another character, which I'm not gonna say quite yet because spoilers. But I'm gonna move that hand just a bit. But they used to be kind of the same character, and then as they both grew as character, or as one grew, it was kind of like the old version became Olivia, and the new version became Tethys, if that makes any sense. So, like, the personality changed so much that I just kind of created them as two separate characters instead. So, I don't know. I think that's always fun to do. And always fun to see just how characters grow and evolve over the years and stuff. Because this project has definitely been a part of my life for many, 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 many years. So, first as a novel, and then as a comic for, like, I don't know, like a year maybe, not very long, and then as an animation. But I just never quite felt I was really good enough at animation to do it a while ago, and I don't know. I think it would have been fine, but I'm kind of glad that I did wait. And kind of, like, honed my skills and stuff like that to do it when I was a bit more comfortable with stuff. So, I don't know. I guess I just kind of feel like everything happens in its due time and stuff like that. And if you kind of try to rush things, then it doesn't work that well. Just like rushing animation and, wow, your head's big again, but I'm actually kind of okay with this one. Yeah, I'm okay with this one. You can have a big head, Chris. So. Oh, though in the previous clip, I was animating the character Will for the first time, and Will's a thief in the series. Which really is not spoilers. It becomes pretty apparent. I'm actually gonna move this shoulder down. Pretty apparent early on. And it was interesting, because, like, this, I've animated him before as, like, test animation or just for fun and stuff like that. But I never, when I animated him for this series, I realized for the first time, like, some parts of his design that I just didn't really think that hard about until now. For example, like, he has boots that are, like, pretty much up to his knees just because, I don't know, stylistically and design-wise, I thought they looked really nice. But then when I was animating, I was just like, huh, he has really tall boots. And I don't know. I mean, I designed this character, but I just didn't think of that when I was designing it until I was animating it, and I was like, huh, boots. So, I don't know. Then I tried to, like, redesign him, and that was a bad idea, because it didn't look good at all, and I was like, well, that was a mistake. So, yeah. Not sure if there's a moral to that story, but, gotta move that. Okay. But I guess don't over-revise? I don't know. There we go. I promise this stream won't become like a Sonic Says type thing of like, there's a lesson at the end. Actually, on that note, amongst other things, is not that kind of show either. I mean, it does have, I guess, vague morals? I don't know, but not really lessons or anything like that. Well, you can always change their clothes. Oh, man! Or boot problems. Yes, no, I have so many plans to change their clothes. I'm actually really excited. When I was when I had some free time one day. I think maybe was it during auditions? I don't know. Someday. I actually brainstormed a bunch of ideas for like alternate outfits and stuff like that because I don't know. I think I honestly would get really bored if I drew them in the same clothes all the time. I mean, they're still going to look like themselves, and I'll probably keep some color things the same. Like, Chris will probably wear pink and, well, pink is his hair. He's gonna wear his hair. And, but green like his shirt is. So, I don't know, just stuff like that so you can definitely tell who it is immediately. But yeah, I have so many plans and I'm excited. I also want the weather to change because, like, it would be boring to draw blue skies every single time. So, I guess my main reason for that is I would get bored. So, I'm changing their clothes. So. Oh, yeah. Dress up episode. Oh my god. I just. Oh man. That brings up so many funny images. I might need to do that for a future episode, like in part 2 or something, because all the drafts for part 1 have already been finished, and I might be able to fit some small things into it, but they're not going to be changed that much. But yeah, that would be amazing. And hi, Kashi. Yeah, no problem. How are you? I can't remember. Let's see. I think I asked you earlier, but I just want to make sure. So, hair hat, yes. Indeed. So, no, we've just been. I don't know if you've still been able to tune into the stream or not or whatever. But yep, just been working on the keys and stuff like that and doing the line art for them. So, and talking about, I don't know, just stuff, I guess. Animation, plans for the future of the series, all that good stuff. So, doop doop. There's a hand. Cool. Alrighty. There we go. And then the other hand is, alright, it's grabbing the bag or shoulder strap, whatever it is. Right there. Honestly, it's pretty amazing. I think that I can even decipher some of my sketches. Because I feel like if I would just hand them to someone, they'd be like, what the heck is this? So, there we go. Yeah, though, let's see. History, I suppose. History and future. Exactly. Now, that's a very good way to sum it up. Yep, that's pretty much been it. So, there's the strap. Alrighty. Though I guess on a completely unrelated note, I'm really glad that the stream was when it is. Like, it was a little bit later. Because for whatever reason, I thought it was, like, at 2, which was, like, an hour and a half ago, from now in my time zone. And I was just like, I haven't, like, done this or that or whatever like that. And so I was kind of freaking out. But my brother, was actually also cleaning out his rat cage because he has rats and stuff like that. And so he was, of course, vacuuming and cleaning out the cages and stuff like that. And so it was kind of noisy. And I'm just like, I hope that he's done before then. Because, I mean, not that the sound of vacuums and rats and cleaning stuff isn't, like, the most delightful thing on the planet. But I don't know. I don't think it would be. So. But I don't know. His rats are interesting, so they're cool, but they're definitely interesting. I'm not sure if I would really want. Actually, I have a strange number of dreams about owning rats, and I think it's because I hear his rats when I'm sleeping at night, like chewing on their cage or whatever, or eating or running around. And so, yeah, I'm just gonna blame it on that. But yes, I have a very odd number of dreams about owning rats. And I'm like, I don't want rats. Stop, head, stop. I did, though, used to... Oh, yeah, no, I did mention at the beginning. I used to have a mouse. It was, my brother was mowing the lawn, and he saw something, like, scurrying around in the grass, and so he immediately stopped, which was good. Very good, because there was a little field mouse or whatever that was there. And so us being like, I don't know, like 6 and 7 or something like that, we were just like, oh, it'd be a delightful idea to, keep the rat or whatever, or keep the mouse. And yeah, that lasted for maybe like a day. Then it escaped and just chewed out of the cage or whatever, so, which was probably for the best. But yeah, that was interesting. We named it Hershey, I believe, because it was like brown and stuff like that, and why not candy? So, but yeah, my family has actually had quite a few pets throughout the years. We currently have like a rabbit, several cats. We used to have a dog, and then my brother has rats and stuff like that. So that's all we have right now, but we used to have like gerbils and stuff like that, and those are fun but very noisy. Fish, I guess. We don't have any fish right now though. So, but yeah, we've usually had a bunch of pets. We used to when I was, I don't know, 4, 3, 2, 1. I don't know, super young. Super young. We're just gonna go super young. We had another golden retriever that was named Jake. And he was actually had a little bit of like wolf blood in him. And I thought that was kind of cool. And I guess when I was younger, like I would ride on his back or whatever, and he would like carry me up and down the stairs because I couldn't like go up and down the stairs. And my mom told me about that, of course, like when I was older, and I was like, that sounds so awesome. But I don't know. We have usually had really super chill dogs. So I don't know if anyone else in the chat has had dogs before or wants to share pet stories, but I don't know. I think they're super fun. Oh, birds! We used to have birds. Like parakeets and stuff like that. Not anymore, though. And I had, though, 2 blue parakeets. And at the pet store, they were always together. I can't remember if they were like brother and sister or something like, I don't know. But they were always together. And so the pet store was just like, if you take one, you kind of have to take the other one because we don't want to separate them. I was like, well, that's fine. And so, of course, me and my creative 10-year-old self was like, I'm going to name them, like cerulean and indigo, because they're 2 words for blue or whatever. And I thought it was great, but yeah, so it was cerulean and indigo, but they were cool. Let's see. Guinea pigs. Oh, guinea pigs are so cool. Rabbits are the best. And you have 2 turtles? That's awesome. Lots of fish. My grandparents had dogs and lots of birds. Also a little pond of fish. I'm not surprised you have it. oh, because of Saru's Magikarp hat. Yeah. So, yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah, guinea pigs make the weirdest sounds, if I remember correctly. Like, I've never had guinea pigs, but I've had other friends and stuff like that who have had them. So I don't know, they just never sounded like how I expected them to sound. So, but that's awesome. All they do is stir. Yeah. Yeah, I do like a lot of like the colors and patterns on a lot of fish. Like, I think they're really, really pretty. So, yeah. But, let's see. Eyebrows. I think it's kind of interesting because, like, when I first started the animation for the series, I was doing a little bit of animation during the auditions because I was like, I want to get started like right away. And so I was just kind of picking scenes that I could do because they didn't have any dialogue, or if there was, it was like a laugh or something like that could just be dubbed over pretty easily. But I was doing that, and I don't know, I used to do super thin lines and stuff like that, and obviously I have definitely changed that, as you can see with even just this shot and stuff like that, but I don't know, I think thicker lines, at least for me, look better. I know a lot of people do thinner lines, but Who knows? Maybe it's because I grew up with the Powerpuff Girls, which had like really pretty thick lines like that and stuff like that. I think this is the second time I brought up Powerpuff Girls, but you know what? It was a huge part of my childhood. Let's see. Oh, you met a cosplayer today. Oh, Link, that's awesome. He had another cosplay, which was a fisherman. Oh, fisherman from... Oh, a Pokemon. Awesome. Imagine her. That's so cool. Yeah, no, at conventions and stuff like that, yeah, there's a lot of really cool cosplays. I have actually never been to a convention, I'm gonna be honest, but my brothers have, and they've both had, like, a ton of fun. And I will one day, because, like I said, they have just had so much fun that I do want to go, but I just haven't yet. But usually, honestly, there's a convention that's pretty close to my town, like an hour away or whatever. And that's the one that my brothers have gone to a lot. And the only unfortunate thing is that a lot of times it's just on a weekend that's like way too busy, either because of school or just other stuff I have going on. And I'm like, why? Why couldn't you be on a better weekend? Oh yeah, you're looking into getting a prep for cosplays and stuff? Let's see. You were cosplayed as a secret agent, put my sunglasses on and walked behind a friend. That's awesome. Putting up a stare whenever someone spoke to him and got defensive. Yeah. And our props can be really cool. I did have a friend who made a Keyblade, I know, for Kingdom Hearts. And then, let's see. I'm trying to remember because I have another friend who's really into cosplay that my brothers usually go with. I'm not sure how many props that he's made though. I know he's made like a lot of costumes, like, so I know that he does a lot more sewing probably than he does props, but like, yeah, people are super talented with that. Like, I don't know if anyone has seen Lee Kovacs, but she's probably the most famous for her Zelda, or not Zelda, but wow. Well, she has cosplayed Zelda, but like Legend of Zelda cosplays, and particularly for Link, have been really good. Only saw one Sora, no other cage. That's kind of interesting actually, because I would think that it would have been a bit more popular. I mean, just I don't know, just in my experience. So, like, what were, like, the most characters there? Or just kind of, like, a random mishmash of just all sorts of characters? Was there any particular series that was the most represented? Let's see. There's the foot. Foot. But, yeah, no, she's done a lot of really good high-quality cosplay. I think she also cosplayed, Pit from Kid Icarus Uprising for Nintendo. Like, they commissioned her or something, and it's amazing. Like, the wings, especially, like, she made the wings. That torso is not correct. Excuse me. So, but yeah. I mean, I don't know. I've done a little bit of sewing, but I don't know. I do more, like, small, crafty type things, like small sculptures and stuff. And then I remember when I was younger, I made like little clothes for my stuffed animals and stuff with the help from my mom. So that was fun. And it was more like my mom would do them and I would like supervise and be like, add this or whatever. So yeah. I don't know, I'm not the best at sewing. But I have made a Snoopy plush. Snoopy from the Peanuts and stuff like that. That was pretty good. So that was super cute. Let's see. Like, friend was Naruto and told me to look for him beforehand. How many will there be? Nice. Like, props on your back, yeah. Exactly. Well, I mean, you're walking around a ton, so you really don't want something too heavy or anything. I was once, when as a Stitch face little kid, I had to remove it because my eyes hurt. Oh, ow, yeah. Chris also a bit too much. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm fixing it. Well, I mean, that's the thing. A lot of times when I'm doing, like, the sketches, I just kind of... I'm more looking at the, like, the lines and the gesture of the shape and the form, and then I'm just like, oh, wow, that anatomy is completely wrong. So, then I get to fix it, which is good. Good. So yeah, there we go. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. So yeah, that's definitely a lot better. Cool. Alrighty. So let's see. So that one's good. He just put it. Oh, I need to finish that strap right there. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. There it is. Strap. Okay. Let's see. There is a good skull kit. Oh, awesome! You actually held your eyes open with tape? Oh my gosh, that does sound like it would hurt a lot. Oh man. Yeah, no, I have heard those stories about that with like certain cosplays where people were just like, yeah, no, it was like either too hot, if the venue was really warm or something, or just kind of uncomfortable, and yeah. And then I've also heard stories about like people being like, "Oh man, this is the most comfortable cosplay ever. I'm gonna do this like every year." So, but yeah, the oh man, yeah, but I bet that hurt. Dang, like I think I did that as a kid just for like fun and whatever, because I don't know, just because like I don't know. I think that there isn't much justification for many things that like people would do as kids because like it's just kind of why not? But oh well. But yeah, that would hurt. Oh man, I'm just thinking about that right now. So, but yeah, the person I mentioned though earlier, Lee Kovac, she's doing a Zero Suit Samus cosplay, which I think is gonna be really cool, and I think she's almost just about done. Um, so that'll be really really cool. So, because she always does super, super, super high quality work and does her own craft or like makes her own props and stuff like that. Like she made the paralyzer gun that Samus has and just all sorts of stuff, which I think is just really cool. So she's very multi talented and she draws too, which is awesome. So, yep. Let's see. There's your hair. I think though, um, actually when amongst other things became an animation over. Oh, let's see. I have a Dracula costume. Yeah, one of those. Oh my goodness. Hold on. Catching up on the chat real fast. Stop wearing this because it start itching. Oh man, yeah. I've heard about a lot of uncomfortable wigs. Dracula costume fully back in this. Oh man, that would be. Oh man, that would you'd be way too warm in that. Let's see. Zeosus. Yeah, yeah. Whip out the power suit. Oh yeah, shipping costs. Oh man, definitely. But yeah, no. When amongst other things was a comic. I mean, obviously you can do a bit more detailed hair in a comic when it's just like a single image and stuff like that. And so that was probably one of the biggest design changes that happened with them, where especially like in animation for a cartoon and stuff like that, I think that the most important areas like the eyes and stuff like that, you need to see the expression, and so a lot of it was getting the characters' hair out of their eyes because I never realized until I started redesigning them how like all of them had their hair in their eyes, and I'm just like, get your hair out of your eyes. I can't see the expression and stuff like that. So yep, just I don't know, because I mean I would say that when I was redesigning them I was very much thinking about animation in mind, and they've just the style has changed a little bit just kind of naturally I think from that, but yeah, it's something else that you need to think about. I personally think when going from a comic to an animation, because they are different styles. It's definitely all art, but it's definitely different styles. So there we go. Yeah, no, that's a good point too, Kashi. Yeah, it definitely depends on the eyes. Yeah, and the expressions definitely mean a lot. Yeah. Let's see. I always design around the eyes instead of the hair. No, I think that that's a good idea. Like I usually draw the face first, and then I'll draw the expression. It's usually how my order of things that I do. Because yeah, no, I personally think that the expression is the most important, and I would totally agree that it's good to have the eyes set and then work around that. Because yeah, I don't know. I guess this is just me, but I mean most art I think needs to have expression. I mean, obviously, and especially if it's like characters and stuff, like you need to have that and you need to see that. So let's see. Speaking of seeing that, where the heck is that arm going? Oh, there it is. That's a lot easier to see. Okay. Alright, I know where it is now. Here we go. Alrighty. I also find hands, oddly enough, easier to draw when I am drawing, like, smaller characters, like smaller figures and stuff like that. I'm not sure why. I don't know, maybe I just boil it down to, like, the most important parts. And I don't, like, overthink it like I do with a lot of things, but I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, I just know it's easier. Oh my gosh, and I'm trying to get, there's the erase button. Where the arms go wherever you want. Exactly. Well, they kind of have to follow a little bit of anatomy, so the idea of drawing hands is a cliche. Yeah. Pretty much. I mean, they're not super hard, but I think it was an artist that I really look up to. He had a really good perspective on it about like the reason of, or at least a possible reason why a lot of people don't like drawing hands is because we see them all the time. I mean, yeah, there are other things in life that we see a bunch too, but like, I mean, if you count how many times you like look at your hands or gesture with your hands or just see hands throughout the day, it's definitely a lot because I mean, they're always usually right there in front of you. Um, and so then we can be hypercritical of that because we see them so much. So I don't know. I thought that was a really good and unique perspective on it. Of like, yeah, that does kind of make sense. So why it can be really hard because we have this constant reference that we know doesn't look right in comparison to like what we're trying to create. So I draw circles with extensions, yeah. Well, that's a good way to start drawing hands, though, honestly. Like, if you're really trying to figure out a position, just to do it really simplified. So there's a thumb, there's the 5 fingers and stuff like that. So I think that's a really good way. But if you've drawn that a lot of times, it's actually not that much of it. Yeah, first time more issues with placement and length of legs. Yeah, no, totally. Mm-hmm. You draw 5 fingers, but many cartoons actually... Oh yeah, no, 4 fingers on each hand instead for the ease, and it's not as noticeable. Yeah, no, Gravity Falls does that actually. Some characters have 4 fingers, some characters actually have 5 fingers. And of course, Gravity Falls fans being theorists and stuff like that, people thought that it was like for some, deepest lore or whatever, or some reason. But no, it's just a design thing. And I don't know, I considered it, but I don't know. I do like doing 5 fingers. That doesn't mean that they always have to appear, obviously, but I do like doing 5 fingers hands. So, even though it is very tempting with how much I dislike drawing pinkies. I don't know, just pinkies. Like, the rest of the hand usually goes pretty well, but that pinky, man. That pinky. So, that even with the kind of, well, hey, no, I mean, as long as you keep on doing art, like, you're going to improve, like, at it. I mean, because a lot of it is just experience and trying out new things and being like, oh, that worked, that didn't work. So, no, I don't think it has necessarily to do with, like, this, like, what kind or whatever like that. I mean, as long as you keep on drawing. So, I think that that's definitely what's important, so. And as long as you're having fun, because, like, man, like, if you were just kind of drawing and drawing and drawing and weren't having any fun with it, like, there would be no point to that. I mean, obviously the reason why I do this is because I have a lot of fun doing it and I get to draw funny faces. You see, that's the real reason why I do animation and art. Just to draw funny faces all day. I nowadays use BJ Sync as my favorite example. The guy has amazing comic. Ooh! I will probably ask you for a link later then, because I really, really, really love expressive art like that. So, yes, I will definitely ask you for the link later. Or you can post it up actually in the chat too, if you would like. Art is all for fun and funny moments. Yeah, exactly! So, no, definitely. Yes, and Rui. Rui is a version, I guess, of Roy. that Saru has drawn, and it's amazing. So yeah, I mean, if you would like to post it up in the chat, that would be fine too. Yeah, guys, if you would like to post up anything like links or whatever, like just ask me real fast, and but otherwise it's totally fine. Like as long as it's not like, well, A, not safe for work or whatever, but that's in the chat rules already, so you guys should already know that. As long as it's not anything like that or just not too frequently, that's totally fine. So. Because I did edit the permissions so that people can post links. So he drew Irma. Is that a comic or? Cause I haven't heard of that. Either that or I'm just, I don't know, my tiredness is catching up to me and it's something obvious. But yeah, send me a link later and I'll definitely check it out. So yeah, no, and if anyone else has any comic suggestions or artists or whatever that they really like or really look up to, like, feel totally free to bring it up or post a link or anything like that, because I always love looking at new art and stuff. So I actually have a certain artist in mind at the moment that I might pull up a picture of and post as well, because they just have such cool art. It's very, I mean, it's realistic, but it's incredibly like expressive as well. Like I feel like some realistic art, at least that I've come across, like they sometimes sacrifice the expression for the realism, which I mean, people are expressive in real life, so that doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. But it's really realistic, but it's really, really good. And man, I wish I could paint like that. That's all I'm gonna say. I mean, I have been kind of working a bit more on painting and stuff, but I'm definitely more comfortable, well, with the style like I'm doing right now and stuff. So yeah, but it's great. It's so great. So doop, there we go. And fix that. That still looks a little bit too long, so there we go. There, okay. No, I got this hand. Okay. But what if I want to post Zelda? You could post Zelda. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah. As a comic for my... okay, got it. Yeah, I will definitely check it out. You know, because, like, I don't already have enough, comics to read. I have a problem. I just really like to read comics, so, yeah. They're just so much fun. And I love seeing people's, like, different expression, or different art, and different styles, and just comics. And animation. Animation is great too, obviously. No, animation sucks. Like, man, who does animation even? Like, I bet, you know, these anti-social people, like, you know, just sit in their room and draw and stuff, and, like, me. No, animation is amazing. I wouldn't be doing it if it wasn't amazing. So, let's see. I think it was in, actually, Gravity Falls that they made a huge Gravity Falls cartoon, really good cartoon. If you haven't checked it out, like, seriously, check it out. It's amazing. I probably plugged it about a dozen times on this stream, which is a problem, but that's okay. Let's see. Oh, how many? Yeah, at least a dozen. Yeah. I sure likes to do things I hate. Yeah, right? But anyway, in Gravity Falls, they made a huge jab at, animation. Like, a loving jab. Like, not a serious thing. But, it was about, like, oh, you know, these local shut-ins or whatever that, like, see no natural sunlight or something, and, like, another character was like, those people are called animators. You know, I didn't quite think of that when I was doing these keys about how the other shoulder strap got on. So, well, let's see. If he's doing that, then... Oh my gosh, stop doing that brush. That was weird. There we go. Edit, undo, there we go. Okay. So if it comes around... I mean, yeah, I think I just kind of assumed that it was just all the already on. I'll see how it looks, because I mean, I can just kind of be like, oh, it's already magically there, but I don't really want to do that, because that seems lazy. So I'm gonna see how it looks with just the hand up there. Gravity Falls, I'll stand. Yeah! Oh man! So yeah, if anyone here has watched Gravity Falls, like I said before, the creator, as well as I think one of the other people on this on the team and stuff like that, were doing a charity stream not too long ago, and I guess during this stream I didn't get to catch it, unfortunately, because I was super tired that day and I was like, I'm going to bed. So, like an old person, I guess. That strap is going to bother me. Anywho, so on the stream, I guess it was a bet or something, but someone asked the creator to sing All Star by Smash Mouth, you know, the somebody once told me, whatever, I can't sing, to do that in one of the voices of one of the characters, because the creator voiced, like, oh man, at least a dozen characters on the show. And it's like this really gravelly voiced character, and so it was absolutely amazing. So like, if you want to check it out, it's called like All Stan on YouTube, and it was really amazing. So I'm glad that they posted like that highlight so I could see it, and so that, you know, like other, well, no, just so that I could see it, no, so everyone else could see it too who didn't make it or couldn't watch the stream. So but yeah, I love it when creators do stuff like that. It's really fun. I was considering, though, I think I mentioned earlier that the one of scene 8, I believe it is, 7, actually scene 7, I think, is going to need a lot of background characters, and I totally don't mind just creating like dozens of original characters, like original character don't steal, whatever, for that scene, but I didn't know if anyone wanted to like contribute like original characters. Like, I cannot do fan characters or anything like that. Like, I don't want any copyright stuff, but like characters that they would want to see in that scene. And I don't know, I was gonna leave it open to see if anyone would want their characters to appear there and stuff, or if they would be okay with that. So yeah, like let me know what you guys would think of that, because I would be totally open with that. Because I mean, I'm gonna need a lot of characters, because it's a big party scene. So I mean, they would be wearing fancy clothes. So that's the only thing. So I would probably design the clothes or whatever, or you guys could too. But if you guys wanted to submit that, I'm thinking of maybe doing it like over Twitter mainly, as well as DeviantArt, and I don't know, maybe just making it not necessarily a contest at all, but just like a, hey, submit your character, your original character, and it'll appear in the background or whatever. So you can always make cameos from other animation friends. Yeah, exactly. No, that's what I was thinking. Let's see. Oh, your chat bar on the right is super behind. Oh, yeah. Let me check the chat bar. Let's see. I think, is it better now? Well, in a few seconds, because I just did it, and I'm gonna appear on the stream for a little bit. Yeah, thanks for letting me know. So, yeah, because I know sometimes for whatever reason it just stops. Like a play of the animation to check it out. Oh, yeah, no, agree. Yeah. Let's see. No, I can't put Sonic in there. Doesn't scroll, basically. Let me see, because I'm looking at it right now. Because what I have it as is it's super tall. Oh, there we go. I think that's fixed. Perhaps. It's fine now, but it didn't scroll. Okay, yeah. Yeah, no, I did notice that it did that in a previous stream, so if it does it again, just, like, let me know. And I really appreciate you letting me know. Always provide a couple of characters, like, just tell me what... Yeah, no, seriously, just, like, original characters and stuff like that. And as long as, like, you're okay with me putting it in animation as well, because that's obviously important, too. But yeah, and then if you want me to design like the clothes that they would wear, if you want to design them, like it's just for a fancy party, so just kind of fancy clothes and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, I'll probably make a more formal announcement for it, like the closer it gets, I get to that scene. But I don't know, I thought that would be pretty cool. I'm definitely going to be sneaking in some cameos of like my own as far as other original characters, like probably not Pen and Book because they are in the same universe, so I have to keep some continuity so they wouldn't just suddenly be there. Someone related to Pen and Book that will be there, so yeah, that'll be fun. I'm really actually excited for this whole connected universes thing. Like, I don't know, maybe it sounds dorky, but I think it's gonna be super fun. Because there will be at least one character that will cross over, and that will appear probably in part two of Amongst Other Things. So I think that that will be really fun. And he's actually one of my favorite characters. Really. I mean, I love all of them. I love all of them and stuff like that. But yeah, no, I think he's really cool. See you. The awesome, amazing Crass. Yes. Yeah, Crass is a character that Saru drew based on Chris, and I believe I know I must have either liked or retweeted it on my Twitter. So if you want to check it out, or if someone wants to drop it in the chat, they could do that as well. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. It kind of happened. I think the it happened around the time of the paper incident where I was animating this scene where Chris is looking at this piece of paper like very intently, like, oh, paper, stuff, paper. And so Suru drew that because he was just like, oh man, Chris just like loved the paper and stuff. And I'm like, yep, pretty much. so, so yeah, just fun stuff like that. That was a very interesting stream. It was a great stream, but it was a very interesting stream because everyone was just like, make him squish his face into the paper, and I was like, really? Okay. So, but it was awesome. It was really, really super fun. I think I might just see it. Well, Kashi suggested, I will definitely play through the animation and see how it looks, but I think it should be all right without the shoulder strap. So we shall see. Retweeted? Yes, yes. So, let's see. Hands just kind of gonna chill right there then. Let's see. Excuse me. My goodness. Okay. And then arm's gonna stay just about there. And going to magically grow for some reason. Let me fix that. Oh man. That's sometimes the problem I think with doing shots that are real or frames that are like really close to each other as far as like the where the lines are and stuff is that you need to make it look really like be really exact with it so that it doesn't look weird. And it still looks a little bit weird. Let's see if I can fix that. There we go. That's much better. Okay. Yeah, and yet there are styles that kind of that do that a bunch. The wiggly style, which I probably have talked about at some point, that is probably most famously done in Ed, Edd n Eddy. I think at least it's probably one of the more well-known examples of it. But it's where they redraw every single frame, and so even when the characters are just standing still, they'll redraw that frame so that it kind of looks like that the art is like wiggling kind of. And I can see how some people probably wouldn't like it because it is kind of a weird effect, especially on the eyes and stuff. But I don't know. I guess probably because I grew up with Ed, Edd n Eddy, I really like it, and I don't know. I think it can be done well, and I think it does look good. I personally don't like doing it, just because well, I'm animating a 26-minute long episode, and I don't really want to draw the same frame again. But that's just me. So I like the style. I just don't like doing it. So I don't know. I was actually um, redoing the liner on a slightly older animation that I had done, and it was like to practice loops and stuff like that, because honestly I'm not good at loops at all. So like, yeah, animation that can just repeat over and over and over again. So I was doing that to practice it, and it was just a character that's from a series that I will probably do in between, either that or after, amongst other things. I'm not quite sure yet. But it was just like kind of really simple, just like a hair, wind is blowing and stuff, so the hair is moving. The clothes she's wearing and stuff like that. She's wearing a cape and like a skirt, and there's sleeves and stuff like that, and as well as her hair, and I already said hair. And so it's all just kind of blowing in the wind, and so I thought that that would be a really good kind of like simple thing to do with loops, and it turned out pretty well. But like, looking back on it, I didn't like the liner, so I decided to redo it, and I found out I hate redoing liner. It's very boring and very tedious, but you know what? Now it looks better. So, yeah. I don't know, just redoing things in general, I'm just not a huge fan of. Because it's like, if you keep on redoing stuff, then you're never going to. I mean, yeah, it's fun to do some redos and stuff, to see progress. That's really cool. But like to redo stuff in favor of actually progressing with a piece of work that you're doing, I don't know. That just personally, I think that I would much rather be working on the new thing than continuously redoing the old thing. So, because that way you can also see the progress that you've made as well. So, let's see. Hair and a cape and hair and a skirt and hair. Exactly. Yeah, the hair is the most important part, obviously. So, okay. Actually, I think I'm gonna play through this because I think I might have found. Okay, let me erase that. Or not erase it, but like make it invisible. I might be able to sneak it in somewhere. Because otherwise, it's a really. Well. Either that, or I could flip the arms. Or I can finish it and see how it looks then. I think that that's what I'll do. Yeah, because I didn't really honestly think of, like, where the other strap was. I'll think. I'll think on it. And maybe tomorrow, or even later tonight when I'm trying to sleep, it'll just be like, oh, like, this is how I should have done it, and then I'll figure it out. But right now, I'll just go ahead and finish it. And then if I need to adjust it or correct it, then I'll do that later. Doop-a-doop. As in later, probably, like, right afterwards, or later tonight, so when I have an epiphany of how to do it correctly. So, there we go. There's the hair. That part. Okay, there we go. That's better. Alrighty. He turns very slowly, perhaps to a shot of his face looking straight into the screen in between. Oh, yeah, no, definitely. Yeah, no, this isn't complete by any means. Yeah, no, I'm guessing you mean between 4 and 5. But yeah, no, this is definitely not with all the in-betweens. So, I will definitely smooth it out a lot more. In fact, I think this actually might be the last frame. Yes, it is. Awesome. So, yeah, I will be able to do that right afterwards. So there's the hair. That now I can draw almost in my sleep. Which is a good thing, actually, because of how many times I've drawn it. Or I can also make the other hand fall down instead, too, so, I'll experiment with that. So if the other hand came down like this, there would definitely be like in-betweens and stuff like that. It's a little bit awkward, but I'll see how it looks when it's all together. So, let's see, there's the other sleeve, there's this sleeve. I think the main thing is because it's, I think that the torso needs to maybe be in front of it. I'll experiment with it. So, okay, and there's the hand, there's this hand. Just do a shot of, yeah, between 4 and 5. Okay, thank you for clarifying. Alright, you fall asleep only to wake up on a piece of paper full of what? Chris. Oh, got it. Yes, exactly. And I'll just be like, no! I already draw enough of these when I'm awake. Oh, man. Yep, Chris's hair is definitely something. It's definitely something. It's very pink. I actually really like the color of his hair. Like, I am not the type of person that really dyes my hair or anything. I've actually never dyed my hair. Because, I don't know. I like my natural hair color a lot. I'm blonde, if people didn't know. Like, like not a platinum blonde or anything like that, but just a, I guess. I think I've heard it called, like, ash blonde or something. It's kind of a darker color. Anywho, but yeah. No, I do like Chris's hair color a bunch. So, I actually spent a lot of time when designing the characters, just spending time on the colors and stuff like that to make sure that they worked well together, because I'm a very, very color-oriented person. If colors don't look right, it really bothers me a lot. So, I mean, there's probably going to be some colors, like, in the show that probably people don't like or whatever, but I don't know. I personally like a lot of the color choices that I made with the characters at the very least. Which is why when they do change clothes in future episodes, I'll probably keep a lot of the color schemes the same. Because, you know what? I spent ages on those color schemes, so I'm going to keep them. So, because they took a while. Especially because my computer, for whatever reason, have, I don't know, for whatever reason, everything just looks duller on my computer than anything else, like my phone, my brother's computer, my mom's computer, whatever, like, I don't know, it just looks really, really dull. But, oh well, so, yeah, I would like to make sure the colors are correct. It's the color I usually picked in MMOs. Yeah, nice. Yeah, it's a very, well, I mean, hopefully it's obvious at this point. The shoulder kind of jumps out a little bit like that. That's kind of interesting. Okay. But, wow, that completely distracted me. Dang. I've never had a thought derail as much as that. Let's see, it's usually picked in. Oh, there we go. Yeah. No, a lot of Chris's design is based on a watermelon, because watermelons are amazing. I think, okay, I definitely need one more frame that will shift his body, because he's kind of, like, tilted a little bit, like, kind of tilted. So just to kind of move just a little bit, shift his weight a little bit to that side is what I'm gonna do. So, I don't know, like that. That's what, yeah, cool. 6 frames afterwards. Gonna look at that. And we're probably gonna finish this. And then I will do a quick doodle request if anyone has one. So if you want anything, like, just let me know. So we can do that. I don't know if I saw Lynn in the stream. So I will probably, wait to do his request for the next time. Just so that he can be there. Because he had an amazing request. It was a group of classy alligators having a cocktail party as a bunch of b-boy aliens bust through the wall, blasting rage against the machine. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty amazing. And he also had another request, but I want to do that kind of in my own time and then post it later to Twitter. Because it was basically like the Amongst Other Things cast. as like medieval characters, because that just sounded amazing, and I want to make like a full-fledged picture of it, because yes, medieval things. I love medieval things. That's actually what one of my stories is more set in. Obviously not amongst other things, but yeah. Yes, watermelon. All right, fully done with work. Time to watch. Oh, awesome. Yeah, no, I didn't see one. But yeah, good timing. Okay. Yeah, were you working on your comic? Or the yes, yay medieval. Or the game? Because I'm really excited to see more of that. Let's see. Going to that's not what I wanted. There, that's what I wanted. Okay, so to fix that arm a bit, so the head's probably just going to look a bit forward like that. Yeah, it's probably going to turn one last time, like that. The arm's going to move just a bit to the side. And this arm is going to come down. I think that just kind of the arms are going to come down at the sides like what? Well, just kind of, yeah, like that. And then shift the weight just a bit so the arm. Let's see. And going to change that just a bit. Okay, cool. Probably gonna not move the leg that much. Because he still needs to stay grounded. But I just want more his torso really to shift just a tad bit. Let's see. There we go. There's okay. And then the bag's gonna stay pretty much in the same place there. Okay, cool. Yeah, let's see. Medieval stuff. Yeah. I don't really like modern and sci-fi before, but now I do. Cool, yeah. Well, amongst your things is modern, so I hope you like it. No, not really. No, that's fine. Let's see. Now, Comic Today had a time limit this week, so I figured. Yeah. No, it's really good to set deadlines for yourself. I mean, that's definitely what I do for this project, or else I would just be floundering and not getting anything done, and that would be bad. So, there we go. I think I read, it was one of the, man, things keep on coming back to Gravity Falls. You know, we could probably play a non-alcoholic drinking game, because this is PG, of course, not really, but a drinking game of how many times I bring up Gravity Falls. Like, we probably could. So, I mean, I probably wouldn't, because I don't drink, so if I did, it would be apple juice, and it's kind of hard to drink when I'm animating, but yeah. But anywho, Gravity Falls, again. They're one of the, I can't remember if it was one of the storyboard artists, I think or directors, I can't remember honestly, but they did an Ask Me Anything, an AMA on Reddit a while ago. No. Help Cat as a doodle. Yeah, totally. With apple juice. Yes. Well, rude then if you don't like it. Amongst other things, get out of here. Anywho, but yeah, no, he did an Ask Me Anything, and a lot of people just asked him things about the animation industry and how to get working on it and how to get there. And this is a terrible face. I'm starting over. But on how to basically get into the industry and what to do and work ethic and all sorts of questions. But basically, one of the things that he was talking about was how it was really good to set deadlines for yourself. And to even ask your friends to help you stick with those deadlines. Which I wouldn't say I've done a whole lot, because I don't know, I generally think I have a pretty good work ethic. There we go, a work ethic in general. But yeah, no, he was pretty intense on that. He was just like, yeah, no, ask your friends to be like jerks to you and stuff like that. And I'm just like, well, they already are to anyways, but lovingly so. But anyways, but yeah, to be like really harsh on deadlines because then they'll kind of force you to get stuff done. So I'm not sure if maybe that's the best thing for everyone. I personally think that positive reinforcement is a bit better than like negative, like, oh, you have to have this done now. That just feels way too much like school for me, and I like school, but not that aspect of it. But yeah, it was definitely a good advice, I would say, especially like if you do struggle with maybe having a good work ethic or something like that. So, yep, yep. And I may actually just put the foot still right there because I don't really like how they change. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, no, I actually do like that. Okay, and obviously I'm gonna clean this up. No, this is how the line art's gonna look. It's gonna be beautiful. It's all sketchy and stuff, and yeah. Which can look very beautiful. I'm not saying it can't, but not for this series. Yep. Oh, yes, discipline. I know you love being a jerk, sir. You better finish this animation yesterday. Well, technically, well, not quite. Well, you're 8 hours ahead, so technically I am in yesterday. So there. So what if I finish it my today and your yesterday? Loophole. Or not loophole, logic? I don't know. So what about that? Okay, and then I want to make this, I don't know, orange. Orange is usually pretty easy. Actually, gonna move it to the second layer. Get over here. No, that's not what I wanted. Doop-a-doop. Come on. There we go. That's what I wanted. Thank you. There, and just shift that down if it will let me. To, yeah. Okay, awesome. There we go. Now I can delete this one and just have this one. Cool. Here we go. Alright, so yeah, we're probably just gonna finish this frame and then probably call it good for the day. And I don't know, do you guys want to see the in-betweens next week for this one? Because I can just do the in-betweens just next week and stuff like that. But I don't know, I didn't think that they were particularly exciting, but I don't know, your guys' choice. Or we can start a new clip, which I don't know, I think is a bit exciting. Or we could do the gate next week, which I haven't done yet. And I'll stream like the entire process of that. Because it will definitely be an adventure as far as animating the gate opening, I think. It's gonna be fun, or frustrating, or both, but it'll be fun, hopefully, most of the time. 7.5 hours away. Life hack. Yes, exactly. It's fun to see some progress. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, because like I said, I didn't think that in-betweens were the most fun, but yeah. I'll see. And I'll see how much work I get done this week as well. So, there we go. There's the hair. Always the hair. Right there. There's the little spriggy thingies, which I tend to draw on a lot of my characters, I'm starting to notice. But, I actually get that a lot with my hair, to be totally honest. Like, just random parts in the back will, like, stick up and stuff, and I'm like, why? Why hair? Why? Because I have pretty, amazing bed hair. It's very interesting. So, but yeah, it does that a lot. Maybe that's why I draw it on a lot of my characters, because I see it every morning. So, there we go. There's the shoulders. Oh wow, text scroll died again. Okay, I shall fix it. Let's see, I think I fixed it. Should be. Let's see. If the in-between are done in between. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, sometimes what I do is that I work on other clips and then just save, like, one clip to work exclusively on the stream. Um, for example, I've been actually working on some other clips mostly this week. But, yeah. It'd be fun to show. I used to have this part. Go down. I call it my anime piece of here. Exactly, yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, then I'll most likely do the in-betweens and hopefully, finally, the gate as well. So, that sounds good to me. Alrighty, there's a shirt. There's a shirt again. And let's see. Yeah, there's a sleeve. Another sleeve. Pants. You know, this is some A+ narration right here. Pants, shirt, arm, sleeve. Oh man. That is a sign that I need to take a break. So, like I said, I'm just gonna finish this one. I'll do a quick doodle to kind of warm down and stuff like that from doing this. And yeah. I'm actually really glad though that I was able to do the full hour, like, and a half still, because my shoulder was actually giving me a bunch of trouble yesterday. And I didn't do a whole lot of animation because of that, because I was like, my shoulder really, really hurt, and I was like, why? But that's actually because I had a performance, a music performance, at an assisted living facility on Thursday, which was really, really fun. And the people there were really appreciative and really cool and really, really sweet. Um, but, I mean, usually playing flute doesn't, like, give me too much pain because I'm usually pretty relaxed, at least nowadays. I didn't used to be. But I'm generally pretty relaxed. But it was actually more my accompanist needed someone to turn pages for her when she was doing some solo piano pieces. But like the book was terrible and like kept on falling off the piano. And so I was like having to hold it up and like craning my arm over it. So I think that's more what it came from. So there we go. Oh, I need to erase a few things. Type letter H, letter A. Oh, wait, what? Haha. Wait, what? Okay. Just gonna erase that part. And there. That is how you do one kind of surprised, slightly confused looking Chris. Let's see, there we go. Just gonna check something real fast. Oh, that's what it is. I was like, why is there an extra frame there? That's why. Okay, cool. So, let's see how this went. Doop-a-derp-a-derp. Oh, whatever. No, it is not. There you go. Now it's fixed. Are you happy? Oh, wow. His head gets so bigger. This happens. I will fix that. I told you I have a problem with big heads. I mean, I guess he could be walking forward. And let's see. Well, it's generally okay there. It gets bigger there. It gets even bigger there. It's the biggest there. So I could probably maybe correct it just with that there. Yeah, I will definitely be doing some correcting. But that's okay. Alright, and just fix that. And I have a sneeze going on. Maybe. I don't know. Can't decide. Oh, and I should probably erase that arrow. There's the arrow. Alright, well, I'll fix a lot of the things and stuff. Probably off stream. actually probably lower the head just a bit. Yeah, like I said, I'll do a lot of these correction things off stream, but just these are the things that I see immediately that I can fix pretty easily. So there. I'll fix the lighter right there, and then I'll do the help cat. Oh, Saru, would you mind putting... I think you put it in the chat before, but just putting it in the chat again for maybe people that didn't see it, just so, like, a little bit of context. There we go. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll probably just redraw that first frame, honestly. Because the rest follow pretty easily. I don't know, that happens to me a lot. Where, like, the first frame will look vastly different than, like, all the rest. And I don't know why. And it just happens, but I'll redraw them. So, to remind myself, I'll color them orange to be like, yo, go fix this. It needs to be fixed. That one's okay. And then from here on, it's fine. But, yeah, those three need to be fixed. Saving. Link deleted? What the heck? You're like, sure. Oh, apparently, yes. Yep. Alright, thank you. Okay, so I'll just pull up a new thing. Yes. Oh. Actually, I want it to look like HDTV 1080. Yeah, there we go. Alrighty. And next time I will have the animation that I did for Amongst Other Things 3-4 years ago. That was the Halloween themed animation that I discovered in the depths of my Google Drive, and I'll have that up and ready because I need to dig through my Google Drive and stuff like that and have it ready for the stream. But I'll do that next time, so it'll just be all ready and stuff. High graphics help cat. Okay, so this help cat thing was like, so my friend had a picture that of like two of my friend's cats, and they're really adorable, but like one of the cat's faces just has this look like help or like save me or whatever like that, and it was just really, really funny, and so sort of like blew up the image and stuff like that and kind of made it a meme. So let's see. Well, just from memory, I don't know if you were going to post it or not. But let's see. I think I actually might still have it on my desktop, actually. I probably do. Let's see. Desktop. Hopefully this won't mess up the stream too much. Let's see. Kitty? Is that it? Maybe? Perhaps? Alright, I might just have to do this from memory. I'm not sure if I have it on my desktop anymore. Maybe? Is that it? No. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, oh wow, that looks really weird. Oh, thank you. Okay, there it is. Cool. Open. Alrighty. Yeah, so it looks like... Let's see, there's the nose. Because I just want to start with the nose, apparently. I'm gonna give it really tiny eyes. Because, I don't know, I want to give it tiny eyes. But yeah, it's like this cat that looks like that or something. It's like... or something like that. There's a little kitty, there's little kitty ears. I draw cats a lot. But I own a lot of kitties, and I care. Oh, let's see. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna blow this up even more. Right? Oh, awesome. You can see that on the stream, too. Cool. Well, here, let me get rid of it now. I will post it just like right there. There we go. I know, I fixed it. I fixed it. There you go. The help cat just wants to let everyone know it needs help. So, there we go. Man, actually, God, they have fixing. So, yeah. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like. Oh, man. I'm not sure how else to do the cat justice, I guess. Let's see. Doop-a-doop-a-doop. Ooh, I know something else. Let's see. You can't imagine the things I've seen. I'm running out of room. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Erase the things I've seen. Yeah, there we go. So, okay, and then I'll do a really kind of quick doop-a-doop-a-doop. Such an Yes. Yeah, no, I think I talked about it before, like how my brothers and I have we like to take pictures of things.
Could you warm up half for me too?
Of like characters or faces that have just this look like you can't imagine the things I've seen or whatever like that, and it's pretty funny. So yep, it's a gray kitty. So I'm gonna color it gray. How not to color 101. Wow, I apologize. This is awful. And then a little pink nose. I swear I don't color like this all the time. That's not right. Hold on. I swear I do color better than this. I promise. There we go. It's perfect. I'm glad. Because I don't think so. There's a little bit of white there. There we go. That's a bit better. Yes. Help cat.